Hare Krishna. We continue reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is. We are at chapter 8, text 23. Yatra kaletva anavritim avritim cheva yoginaha prayata yanti tam kalam vakshyami bharatarshabha. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. O best of the Bharatas, I shall now explain to you the different times at which, passing away from this world, the yogi does or does not come back. The unalloyed devotees of the Supreme Lord, who are totally surrendered souls, do not care when they leave their bodies or by what method. So here now Krishna is going to start telling, oh, if you leave your body in this time, this is where you're going to go. If you're going to leave your body when the sun is in the south or when the sun is in the north, this is when you're going to go. This is where you're going to go. Are you going to still remain in the material world or will you go to the spiritual world? So he's going to give us, he's going to tell us about that. So in the purport, Srila Prabhupada begins by saying that the pure devotees of the Lord, the pure devotees of the Lord, they're not concerned with what time they're leaving the body. They're not worried about that at all. They're not worried, what time am I going to die? How am I going to die? No, they leave everything in Krishna's hands and so easily and happily return to Godhead. Because they are not concerned simply by some auspicious time or some auspicious way to leave the body. Their consciousness is already with Krishna. They're completely dependent on Krishna. So they are like, my dear Krishna, whatever is your desire. And because of this surrender to Krishna, Krishna brings them back home, back to Godhead. But those who are not unalloyed devotees and who depend instead on such methods of spiritual realization as karma yoga, jnana yoga, and hatha yoga must leave the body at a suitable time in order to be sure of whether or not they will return to the world of birth and death. So it's better to become a bhakti yogi. It's better to surrender to Krishna, completely depend on Krishna, and then we don't have to worry because death is going to come. And how it's going to come, we don't know. When it's going to come, we don't know. But Krishna is saying it seems there's a formula, if you're going to leave at this time, you're going to go here. And if you're going to leave at another time, you're going to go there. But if you are my devotee, then you'll come back to me. You don't need to bother with these things. So then it's in our interest if we become devotees of Krishna. If the yogi is perfect, he can select the time and situation for leaving this material world. So Bhishma Pitama, he is one of the Mahajans. He's one of the pure devotees of Krishna. One of the 12 Mahajans mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam. And he was waiting for the opportune time to leave the body. But more so, he was waiting to see Krishna. More than that, he wanted to see Krishna while leaving the body. And because he had so much love and affection for Krishna, Krishna went to see him. And he left his body looking at Krishna. He fixed his consciousness on Krishna's form. And he went to the spiritual world where Krishna is there as Partha Sarthi, because that was his worshipable form of Krishna, seeing Krishna as the chariot driver. So reading on. But if he's not so expert, his success depends on his accidentally passing away at a certain suitable time. So there are yogis who they calculate, I'm going to leave my body at this and this time. And then I'm going to go here, I'm going to go there. It's like, we plan our travel. I'm going to buy a ticket to go to America. I will go on this and this date. So this is the same way the yogis, they have that. Some of the yogis, they have the capability. And some who don't, then they just have to depend, on the time. We just have to hope that they're going to leave at a suitable time. The suitable time at which one passes away and does not come back are explained by the Lord in the next verse. According to Acharya Baladev Vidyabhushan, the Sanskrit word Kal, used herein, refers to the presiding deity of time. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, Kalosmi, time I am. So time is the impersonal form of Krishna. Time is Krishna. We don't realize it. Time is Krishna. We don't surrender to Krishna while we are living. We have to surrender to Krishna in his form of time. When he comes to us in his form of time as death to take us out of this body. So it is in our best interest if we can surrender to Krishna while we are in this body. Engage in devotional service, hear and chant, follow the regulative principles, and try to make this life the last life. And if we become devotees, we don't have to bother what time we are going to leave the body. Is it an auspicious time? Is it not an auspicious time? How is the way that I'm going to leave the body? Is it an auspicious way or an inauspicious way? We don't have to worry about that. We simply have to engage in devotional service and leave that to Krishna. He can arrange it however he wants to arrange. We just engage in devotional service. Is that okay?
Yes, it's okay.
Did you have any comment or question on this?
But I think it is very rare, right? Like the
What
yogi.
is rare?
Rare, like the situation of leaving the material body by own choice, fix the time and date. It is very rare, right?
That's right. That's right.
Because,
not many people have this, know the science.
yes, who
That's
is
right.
like very near and dear to Krishna and who is a perfect devotee. Perfect means like real devotee.
Yeah. So here, this is not speaking of the devotee. This is speaking of the yogis, the Ashtanga yogi. They are very rare also now in Kali Yuga. Very rarely these yogis are also there who really can control what time they're going to leave the body. But the pure devotee, the devotees of Krishna, because they are surrendered to Krishna, they don't care what time they are going to leave the body or how they are going to leave the body. They don't control that, and they don't want to control that. Why? Because they're dependent on Krishna. They know that Avishya Rakshibe Krishna. They know that Krishna knows what is the best for me, and he will bring me back home, back to Godhead, because they are surrendered to Krishna. So the devotee, he is not worried about the time that he lives or how he lives. Is it auspicious? Is it not auspicious? No, he just depends on Krishna. Is that okay?
Oh, yes, okay. Actually, I was confused with yogi and devotee. I was thinking like yogi and devotee are same. Like Krishna devotee. That's fair. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Here Krishna is speaking about the yogis.
Yeah.
Here Krishna is speaking about the Ashtanga yogi. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare